Okay, everyone, welcome back to the Black Gentleman's Culture Premium Cigar and Spirits channel. And today we are out front with the Reserva Rojas. This is a 5x52 stick. I received this exactly 2 years ago. I got this from a Privada Club subscription, and I thought it would be appropriate to break it out 2 years from the date I got it. So that's what I'm doing. So first of all, the body, you do get a little bit of floral, but you get more of a musty cedar off of it. The foot, I was definitely getting a lot of hazelnut, and the cold draw was hazelnut. And truthfully, I didn't get no cognac off of this. That being said, again, they aged this cigar themselves 2 years before sending it out. And then I aged it myself an additional 2 years. So this is a 4-year aged cigar that we're about to do. All right, folks, I will see you after the first stir. Alright, everyone, we're back after the first stir, and as you can see, this burn is definitely what I like to call that kiddie roller coaster. It got one giant hill, which is basically towards the back, and that's it. It is trying to even itself out, so we'll know in a little bit if this is going to be a razor sharp burn. As far as the draw, perfect. We know what we say about them. If you got your cigars perfectly aged and stored, you can use it as a straw if you wanted to. Now, let's get into the flavor of this. So far, I'm getting a light but sweet cedar. And more importantly, the aging has made the retrohale extremely smooth. Now, through the retrohale, I guess I'm getting what they call sarsaparilla. It's a sweet smoke. I'm shocked to say that. Coming through the nose, it's very sweet, and it's pleasant, to be honest. The cigar itself is quite smoky, so when you draw on it, you're going to get giant clouds of smoke coming off of it. As far as the smoke itself on the palate, it's creamy. There is nothing about this that would fry the senses. This is just a real smooth and well-constructed cigar. Now, a little bit more about this cigar. This cigar was a tribute to the Partagas Series number 4. And me having smoked a ton of them, I see what they were trying to do. So I'm going to go ahead and get through the halfway point, and then I'll let you know how I feel on if it's hitting the mark with it, or is it something unique or similar. Alright, folks, see you then. Okay, everyone, welcome back. We're at the halfway point, and as you can see, that burn is still off. Also, be careful, this sucker will ash itself. As you can see, it's a nice size crack in the ash. It dropped off on its own, thankfully not on me. Now, as far as this flavor profile, there has been a slight change. You're going to get like a roasted almond coming off of this now. And the retrohale, that has changed just as well. The retrohale has more of this, I would call it that roasted almond, but with a baker spice coming through. It's not spicy enough to call it a black pepper, cayenne pepper, or even a white pepper. It's almost like it's a combination of a couple of things, and the retrohale has become a little bit spicy. Now, the uniqueness of the cigar is the spiciness actually rests on the roof of your mouth. And I mean right by the nasal passages. So when I retrohale, yes, it picks up and it lasts till the next puff. Also, far as this being a nod to a Cuban, I get where they were going, but I believe it's more of a Nicaraguan puro to me. It's holding its own. It's very distinct. And as you can see through the video, it is quite smoky. You can see the smoke going past my hand and everything. So everything comes with giant plumes of smoke. And I'm not going to lie, it is refreshing. Now, the one thing that I do like most about this cigar is the aromatics. The aromatics, you're going to get more of that cedar off of it. It's not a lot coming through far as on the palate, but the smoke itself coming off of the cigar has a nice sweet cedar aroma to it. That being said, I'm going to go ahead, get down to the final third, and I'll let you know if there's any flavor profile change or any things of that nature. All right, folks. Okay, we are down to that final third. As you can see, that burn is still the kiddie roller coaster with the one heel. Now, as far as this flavor profile, it has remained somewhat the same, but now there is a very slight and mild black pepper coming through the retrohale. Far as the palate doesn't pick it up. It is all in the retrohale. Now, what is more prevalent is the roasted almonds. That has come back, and it's a whole lot stronger. It may be due to, yes, the cigar being at its final third, but the smoke coming off of this, as you can see, and far as on the palate, it's creamy, and it is a little bit heavier than what it was in the beginning and at the halfway point. And what I mean by heavier, it's almost as if you could chew it. Now, far as this being like a Privada series number 4, I would say far as construction, and now at the end with the little bit heavier and creamier smoke, definitely gives me kind of a Privada series 4 feel, meaning it's a lot chewier, if you can believe that. It really hangs on the palate. Far as that baker spice that was coming through at the halfway point, that's completely gone. Like I said, it's more the roasted almonds, the very mild black pepper coming through the retrohale. But this is like like I said, the smoke is definitely thicker and creamier. Now, that's all happened basically as the beginning of the first third started. As the last third started. That being said, I would give this cigar overall a 7.5. Main reason why, if the flavor coming through now was at least at the halfway point, I would have gave it higher. But unfortunately, it wasn't. So that being said, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up, and we're going to finish it the way I always finish it. If you have a lot of cigars, smoke them. If you have more than a lot of cigars, share them. Make more cigar heads. And trust me, some of these cigars that I've smoked, I would highly recommend for newbies, beginners, everyone. So now we're going to go ahead and finish this up. And I'm going to go ahead, look around, and see what I'll do for the next cigar. That being said, see y'all then.